If you feel like you're starting over again, you are not. You are on the spiral. And today, I'll show you how to read your map, how to regulate your body, and how to take one tiny action that uplifts you just by 1%. Welcome to the Spirals of Strength podcast. I am your host, Aminah. I am a survivor, a healing guide, a mother, a grandmother, and most importantly, I am your sister on this journey back to yourself. This show is your gentle place to breathe, to learn, and to remember. Healing isn't linear, it spirals. A gentle note before we begin. This episode mentions emotional abuse and difficult feelings, but we will keep the language soft and grounded. Please listen with care for your heart. Take a break if you need to, and come back when you feel grounded. Let us do a grounding exercise together. Place one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Let's do that again. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Exhaling for a longer time gently tells your body, I am safe enough right now. I feel grounded right now. So whisper to yourself, I am safe enough to learn today. I am grounded enough to learn today. Here is a truth that I wish someone had told me earlier, that healing is not a staircase. It is a spiral. We often pass familiar places, but we don't return as the same woman. We come back with a new capacity, and we come back stronger than ever. Inasmuch as you may have felt that you slipped back, but you do come back stronger. There was a moment in my own journey when I thought, I have failed. I am back at 0. Old triggers showed up. Tears I thought were finished came back. And boy, did they come back loose. But when I looked carefully, I noticed something absolutely beautiful. I was moving through the same neighborhood, but on a higher floor. My recovery time was shorter, and my boundaries were clearer. My self-talk was kinder. I spoke very gently to myself. That spiral did not shame me. It showed me how far I had come. Today, I'll give you a simple spiral map. It's broken down in 3 parts. It's gentle, it's practical, and it's yours to adapt. Let us start with the body. Very simply, our nervous system moves between 3 states. The first state is mobilized, where you want to fight or you want to flee. So it's generally called the fight or flight status. In this, you have fast thoughts, your chest is tight, and the urge to argue or run is huge. Then we have the next state, which is the collapsed state, generally referred to as the freeze or fawn. Here you are numb, you're foggy, you're disconnected totally from what is going on around you. And sometimes people pleasing feels very safe in that moment. Then we have the connected state, in which you are regulated. You are present, you are relational, you are hopeful, and you are able to choose. No state is bad. All these three states are survival states. When your body senses danger, it has to choose something to keep it safe. So you will go to one of those three states. We aim to spend more time in the connected state. And when we tip into the mobilized or the collapsed state, we notice and choose a matching tool. If you are mobilized, lengthen your exhale, 4 in and 6 to 8 out. Do a wall push-up for 20 seconds. You could run cool water on your wrists, or try the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 senses check. Name 5 things you see, 4 that you are able to feel, 3 that you hear, 2 that you can smell, and 1 that you can taste. If you are collapsed, gently look around. Slow head turns from the left to the right. Name 3 colors in the room. Name 2 shapes and 1 texture. Step into sunlight if you can. Take a sip of water. Text a safe friend with a simple line, just saying, "Hi, I'm here." If you are connected, this is your moment to plan. Practice your tools, record your wins. And let me give you one line that you can borrow. Feel free to use it or to adapt it to any way that you would feel safe. I am noticing activation. I can choose a tool. So generally, naming reduces shame. Naming restores choice. Now, your spiral map has 3 parts. Let's talk about the first part. The 3 rise indicators. 3 signs that you are not back to 0, even though your mind may tell you that you are back to 0. Number 1, your recovery time is shorter. Maybe last year a comment ruined your week. Now it only ruins your afternoon or maybe just your hour. By evening, you find your breath again, and that is progress. Number 2, you have wiser boundaries. You say no sooner, or if you wobble and say yes to something you don't even want to, you repair it faster. You send a quick message and you change the plan. That is growth. Let us talk about the third one, where you have kinder self-talk. The inner critic still shows up, and the inner critic generally shows up for us always. But now you can add, "Thank you for trying to protect me. I am choosing a gentler voice." That is leadership of self. If any one of these 3 examples is true for you, then know that you are not at 0. You have not fallen backward. You are spiraling upward. Now, let me give you a gentle memory method. And this is called the red, amber, green. This is how you honor your story without drowning in it. Green memories are grounding. They feel safe to write in detail. There are lessons that you can name. They are moments of support, of courage, and of clarity. Amber memories are tender because amber, you're in between the red and the green. So you do all headlines only. Short sentences. For instance, you can say March - argument at home. Leave it at that. Or June, panic in the grocery store. Now, next to each headline, write a small support note. Who or what helps in that kind of situation? It could be a friend. It could be a prayer. It could be a walk. It could be a song. Or tea in a quiet room. Red memories are off limit for now. Mark them with just a small dot or with a heart. You have acknowledged them. Then close that page. With the red, you prioritize your self-regulation first. Prioritize your breath, prioritize drinking water, prioritize movement, and prioritize your safety. It does not mean you are avoiding. You are just pacing and taking care of yourself. That is wisdom. If a hard memory surfaces, imagine taking that memory, placing it into an envelope, and sealing that envelope and putting it in a safe drawer. That you can leave it to open it later, with support, of course. Your mind will cooperate more when it knows that you have a plan in place. Go back and forth in tiny doses. Touch a tender spot briefly, then return to your resource. Back and forth like waves. This builds your capacity to take care of your heart, to be able to regulate yourself, and it does all this without the overwhelm. So let us talk about the third one. This is the weekly spiral check-in. It will take you like 5 minutes to do this. Answer these 3 questions. Question 1. Where am I on the spiral today? Is it a downturn? Is it a turning point? Or is it a rising? There is no wrong answer. Naming it will reduce the shame. Question 2. What 1% action will help me today? Just 1%. It could be a glass of water. It could be a text to a safe friend, a short walk, a short prayer. You can choose one of the above because that will ground you. Think about which boundary needs a tune-up this week. Then choose one sentence that you'll use. I'll give you a few examples of what you can use. Remember, this is just to open up your mind to think of what is appropriate for your situation in that moment. Example, I'm not available for that. Or, that doesn't work for me. Or, I need to end this conversation right now. We can revisit it later. These are short, they are clear, and they are kind. They will keep you grounded. They will give you clarity. Now, let us practice 2 micro skills together. Just small little skills. The breath. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Do this about 5 or 6 breaths per minute. Remember to keep your shoulders soft and your jaw soft as well. If you do feel dizzy in the process, return to your natural breathing. Let your body know, I am here, I am safe enough. Turn your head slowly to the left and to the right. Now you're scanning a horizon. As you turn your head, name 3 colors you can see. If you're outside, you could see the sky, you could see the grass, you could see the road. Then name 2 shapes that you can see. And 1 texture that you can touch. Probably you can bend down and touch the dirt. Notice your feet. Notice the chair supporting you. That is if you are seated. Notice the air on your skin. Let the body register. This is now. I am here. Let me also give you a quick boundary tool that you can use today, and you can adapt it and you can use it daily whenever you need. Describe, express, assert, reinforce. The acronym DEAR. Let's say, for instance, the scenario is family pressure. This is what you can say to describe the feeling. Last week, there were comments about my divorce during dinner. When you express it, say, I felt overwhelmed and unsafe. Assert it by saying, I am not available for conversations about my marriage. And reinforce it by saying, if we keep that off limits, I can attend and enjoy time with the family. If there is pushback from them, use the broken record method. Calmly repeat your assertive line up to 3 times. And if needed, use an exit line. I am ending this conversation right now. We can revisit it later if needed. After any boundary, give your body closure. Take 3 calming breaths, or for as long as you need, but ensure that you take a moment for yourself. Take a sip of water or go for a brief walk. Your nervous system needs a runway to land. And here's 2 quick ways you can make this stick. After I make my morning tea, I do 60 seconds of slow, steady breath. Then you need to plan after that. If I notice a surge, for instance, feeling mobilized, then I step outside for 2 minutes and lengthen my exhale. Remember, the longer exhale gives the message to your body that your body is safe. If I feel foggy, that is in the collapsed state, then I will go in between, turning my head slowly. Then name 3 colors, take a sip of water, and just ensure that your body feels calm and safe. Repeat this as much as you can. Affirm to yourself, I am a woman who chooses boundaries and tiny daily practices. Come on, repeat it with me. I am a woman who chooses kind boundaries and tiny daily practices. Let's bring it all together now. If you have your journal, this is the time that you can open it. Grab your journal, grab your pen. And even if you don't, Imagine the page is open. Draw an imaginary simple spiral, or if you have your actual journal, draw the simple spiral. That is a loose swirl from the center outwards. Label 3 rings. The 3 labels are then, last month, this week. On the ring, then, write one thing you didn't have. Maybe you didn't know how to name your feelings. That was then. On the ring labeled last month, write one strength you began to see. Maybe you started asking for help. Maybe you confided in somebody. Just write out what it is for you. On the ring labeled this week, write one way you are stronger now. Maybe your recovery time is shorter. Maybe your voice is steadier. Or could be that your rest is deeper. Now, at the end of the spiral, write down 2 lines. That is at the bottom. My 1% action today is a sip of water or a quick walk. My boundary sentence this week is, and you name it. Then look at your spiral. It is not perfect, and it doesn't need to be. It's yours, and it is rising. So, my dear sister, you are not starting over. You are spiraling upwards. If this practice helped you, I made a gentle guide to walk you through it step by step. It's called the First Spiral. It's a free mini workbook with prompts, a weekly check-in page, and the red, amber, green method laid out for you. The link is in the description. And if you want personal support to turn your spiral into daily achievable practices, you can book a Phoenix Power Hour with me. In 90 minutes, we'll map out your week, we'll tailor your boundaries, we'll set your if-then plans so that at the end of it all, you live with clarity and with calm. That link is in the description too. Before we close this, let's take one more breath together. Remember your hand on your chest, the other hand on your belly. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. You are safe enough to heal. You are strong enough to rise. And you never have to walk alone. If this episode has served you, please subscribe, leave a review, and most importantly, share it with a sister who needs a gentle reminder today. Remember, healing isn't linear. It spirals. It is not a straight line. It will take you back and forth. And the strength is in rising. Every time you take a step back, you move forward, and that is growth. I am your host, Aminah. This is the Spirals of Strength podcast, and I will see you next week.